A very good evening to you traders. Mark here from Day Trading Room. Path to Pro series, tips, tricks, ideas, inspiration, whatever you want to call it, to getting yourself into profitable trader status. Now I've been a bit sparse with the videos, and for that I apologise, but I've been working on something really interesting. I can't wait to share it with you. But that's coming soon. Let's talk about what we can do to get to that profitable trader status and just stop losing the money. This is what this is all about, guys. Path to Pro is all about that. It's just about stopping and losing money. It's not about making millions. It's not about doing anything, doing anything massive. It's just taking the small steps, and the first few steps you need just to get yourself into that status you want to be. So the thing I want to talk about today is not watching every single tick. Now I hold my hands up to it. I do it from time to time. You know, even though I know I shouldn't be doing it, and having traded since 2001, I started off with that mentality of watching every tick, and I went through spells in that. I went through, you know, long spells where I would watch every single tick, but ultimately you don't need to. Even if you are a short-term day trader, you can place your trades. Once your trade is on and your stop is in and you know what your target's going to be, you don't need to be sitting there watching every single tick, because if you've got a target that you want to hit, then you're either going to have a limit there, or you can set an alert. If you don't want to know whether you want to come out, maybe you want to see it come to that level, and then you want to decide if you're going to take profits, or you're going to decide if you're going to tighten up your stop, scale some off. You want to reassess at that level, then set an alert. You know, the technology now allows you to set alerts, and it can come onto your phone. You know, you can set your speakers on loud, so if you're in the office or if you're trading from home, so you can hear it. There's loads of ways of being alerted to something that's happening without having to be there watching every tick. Similarly, if you're not trading one instrument, if you just want to be alerted to high volume in some stocks or whatever, the technology is there. We don't need to be sitting here watching every tick. And the reason that we don't need to be sitting here watching every tick is because we always feel like we want to meddle with the trade. You know, we feel that if we're here, the slightest little thing is going to make us change our mind, going to come in and out of the trade, in the trade, out of the trade, and ultimately doesn't do your trading any good. You know, and I'm speaking from experience here. Sitting here, you've got the trade on, you're trying to run the trade, and all of a sudden you see a little bit of a weak tape, so you scale a little bit off, and that may have been the right thing to do in that 1 minute, but then ultimately the trade then starts pushing you away again, and you're in less size, or you know, you come out of the trade completely, and then you want to get back in, and it just becomes, you know, a mess. You know, at the end of the day, if you've done your research, and no matter how much frequency you're doing the trading, whether you're trading, you know, every 20 minutes, hour, or whether you're trading, you know, once or twice a day, it's still the same thesis, the same premise. You're looking for your level, you want to get involved in it, and when you've got the trade on, you're just going to let the trade mature and work for you. That's the idea of the trade. You know, unless the trade obviously is a scalp based on a very short-term tape read, that's a different story. Obviously, if that's the case, you're looking at the tape and you're watching and you're in and out very, very quickly. However, for the majority of trades, you're looking for the market to push your direction and start to hit some targets. And whatever you do, you cannot affect what's going to happen there. So there's no point in sitting there, and all you're going to do is meddle with the trade. All you're going to do is work your way in and out of it, and you're going to feel like you should be doing something. Take a hedge fund manager's approach to it. Just think a little bit bigger about what you're doing and say, okay, this is my thesis for the trade. I've now got the trade on, and I'm going to let the trade work for me. And if I come back and it stopped me out, then fine. If I come back and it's hit my target, or if I get an alert, then great. I'm going to reassess, and this is what I'm going to do. It's far more of a professional approach to it, and it stops you from trading in and out too much. It stops you generating those emotions of frustration of, oh, I wish I should have done that, I should have done this, should have done the other, and it takes the emotion away from it. You know, if you're in a trade and it's going against you, you're feeling that tick. Every tick that goes against you, you're feeling it. And the same, you know, if it's going for you, you're seeing that profit there. It makes you want to take it. It makes you want to take it, and you don't run the trade to the full maturity that of the assessment you've made of the trade in the sort of cold light of day before you got the trade on. as you don't allow yourself the opportunity to grow and to prove what you can actually do. So that's just the idea for today, is don't watch every tick. I know it's tempting. I know you feel as a traders we should be sitting here doing something, but ultimately the effort and the profits come from the analysis and the plan and the assessment of what you're going to do, pulling the trigger, doing it. Once you've done all that and you know where you're coming out or what needs to be, you need to see to come out of the trade, everything else you have to let the market do what it wants to do, and watching every tick is not going to help that, and in fact it's going to hinder your progress. So have a go at that. Try it, see if that works for you. If it makes some progress, great. If it doesn't work, try something else. As I say, loads of exciting stuff coming up, but more of that later. Maybe another couple of Path to Pro videos before we talk about that. Take care, keep the risk managers always. Loads of stuff going on, something for everyone out there in the markets, and I'll be back with another video soon.